Alrighty then, g'day guys, and welcome! My name is Michael and I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer, and welcome to Curse of Strahd, our Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition adventure, where I play this wonderful role-playing game with my wonderful Patreons, who support the channel and thus get to play on this awesome table with moi, and of course each other, and of course you fine wonderful people. Thank you so much to the Fourth Culture for the absolutely awesome raid. You guys are the best. I hope that your game went absolutely fantastically. Let me just give you a quick shout out here. Bam! Go check out the Fourth Culture if you have not done so already. They are an amazing group of performers and entertainers from Southeast Asia that do an amazing D&D game and use a program called Tailspire in its absolute best. Honestly, just such an entertaining group. It's so good to see a lot of familiar faces here. I see TM. Oh no, TM. You did. Okay, so TM has subscribed for 6 months. So I'm doing a thing. Let me inform you guys. First of all, let me break this down. If you've not met me before, my name's Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer, and I do tabletop role-playing games here. How am I doing? I'm doing great. Except I've started something this month, I guess. In preparation to hopefully get to PAX this year, I've decided that I'm going to start looking after my physical health a little bit more. And so I'm doing something very special, and that is for every donation, subscription, whatever it is, we're calling it push-ups to PAX. So every time I get a tip, every time I get a subscription or any of these sorts of things, I do push-ups and stuff like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my catch-up. Thank you, Monica, for the follow. You are a wonderful human being. While I catch up on some push-ups from Hester TM's 6 months that he is now subscribed to, which is 12 sit-ups and 6 push-ups, I'm going to throw the ball over to the dearest Vagag. Stop it, Adana. No. Yes, I'm going to push it over to Vagag. Guys! Serum! Oh, you son of a bitch. Okay, fine. Well, thank you, Serum. Thank you. All right, well, while I smash through let's see, 11, 22 sit-ups and 11 push-ups. I'm going to throw it to Vigog. Vigog, you know how the intro goes. You take care of it.
I do.
And I'm going to be... I won't be able to hear you, so I do apologize, but I'll be back in a second. Oh, God damn it.
No problem.
God damn it. And thank you for the other one. So now that's 23 and 12. Yeah, okay, fine. No, 24 and 12. All right, here we go. Oh, God damn. Oh, why am I so fat?
Hi, my name is Neil, over from Immersion Diversion. I play Vigog. He is a wizard Goliath and also a teacher. Currently in search of his students, and we're going to find one of them. Not in the best of shape.
Oh God. Serum Y.
I'll let you go watch for that weekend. I won't spoil anything for that. Go watch that. But yeah. Currently things are going down, and I will let Michael explain what's happening later. But I will throw it over to our Jinto.
Oh, God damn it.
Hey Jinto.
Hello everybody. How's it going?
Pretty good, Charles. How are you?
I'm doing good, mate. Look, excited.
Is that a hype train?
A while, so
Yes.
21.
looking forward to our adventure tonight with the dragon.
Oh, kill me.
Yeah, we are fighting a dragon. Yeah. So what is Argento? Like,
25. Okay.
Well,
right.
Argento is a silverborn dragon.
All right, that's 25. I did an extra one,
you know,
because of the hype train.
Ruffian, a bit of an aggressor.
Now I've got to go do 12 push-ups. Why are my arms made of jelly?
I think our DM is about to pass tap.
2, 3.
But yeah, look, Argento is a bit of an aggressive paladin who needs to learn a few things in terms of tact sometimes, but has really enjoyed the adventure to this point.
11.
That's amazing. Anything you looking forward to?
Oh God, there's another 2. All right, I'm gonna give you those ones later because I need to get started. There's another stream of me just killing myself.
I'm glad Michael can't hear what we're saying.
Sarah. Oh, I thought we were friends.
Yeah! Get him, guys! Get him!
Don't get him. All right.
Wait, you can hear that?
He's not dead yet. All right, hold on. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I'm banking these till a little bit later on. I'm gonna come into the halftime.
Oh.
3.
How you doing, Michael?
6. I'm good. Thanks for asking. All right. So.
But I'm writing down how many to do myself.
Okay, good. I've got 3 push-ups and 6 sit-ups. So.
Okay, so that's gonna be 29 and for me 29 and.
Okay, and that's even more. Yay!
Don't forget to play music next time, so we have your Michael training montage.
Yeah, I'll play Eye of the Tiger is what I'll do. All right. Did you do the intros, or were you just busy laughing at my suffering?
We got through 2 of them.
All right, we'll keep.
I couldn't really hear much over your grunt.
Oh, sorry, my bad. I'll mute myself next time for it.
No, don't. Just turn yourself down. We like hearing it.
All right. So, who have we got left? Who's next? Who's our next player?
We did Vigog and Argento, so it's Demiro and Esther.
All right, Demiro, tell us about your character.
Demiro is out of a satyr bard from lands far. He's interested in traveling around, seeing new things, learning about everything, trying anything that's new, and having a bit of fun if he can, and trying to cheer people up, or maybe just at least commiserate with them in their misery.
Fantastic. And last but absolutely not least,
Esther. Hello.
Tell us about your wonderful character.
So Esther's a changeling grade cleric, mainly with her style of spellcasting mainly inspired by Haitian voodoo and hoodoo. She's very much a moral compass character, I would say, and her goal is really to kind of, I guess, whereas Demiro's keeping up morale, her job is really just making sure everyone stays alive as best she can.
And I think you're doing so far so well, but I guess we'll find out in just a moment. So, without any further ado, and just for the purposes of the count, at least I'm up to 8 push-ups to 16.
He's
to 16
by the end of this.
sit-ups. So that is they're all coming. They're all in there. So I will be taking care of those in the halfway point. We will now, however, commence with today's session. Our heroes find themselves outside of Van Richten's tower, having dealt with a series of werewolves that attacked from all sides. It was our heroes that emerged victorious. But just as they were about to claim victory, the leader of the werewolf stepped forward and activated Van Richten's secret warding trap. Laying a firm hand upon the wooden door, he activated the power's lightning energies, which summoned forth a giant, winged dragon.
Oh, I thought you were gonna I thought it was
The dragon, atop the tower, its mighty wings casting a shadow of death over our heroes as storm clouds crash and thunder and lightning hits and strikes the building. We are going to fly straight into initiative for today.
Ooh. Oh no.
Alright, we begin with Esther.
Oh.
Esther, you are on the outside of the building, still on the scaffold. You can see that Gary, the werewolf, has turned his head upwards, his hair standing on end. As he sees the great, mighty dragon, he jumps out the window and then rushes into the wilderness. You watch as he disappears behind the dark leaves that cover the forest's canopy. And you turn your head upwards and see exactly why the werewolf is fleeing.
Okay, so last time it seemed like was the tower crumbling after the incident?
Yeah, I thought the dragon had already.
The tower is crumbling. You can see the weight of the dragon is like causing the tower to shift and shake. It's the stones that make up the structure themselves are falling loose around you. It will not take long before the entire tower gives way.
What's going on?
So I think I was kind of like holding on to the guy who cast Feather Fall, so I wanted to try to get myself back up with the rest of my Feather Fall and try to help them.
Okay, you climb up, moving yourself onto the scaffold. It now pulls away from the side of the tower as the weight is starting to shift, and then swings back towards the tower. You have a choice here. You can see just inside the gap that has been created from the werewolf, you can see Vigag is there, still kind of floating above the ground as he has his fly spell still activated. If you want, you can reach through and try to grab hold of him, or you could try to jump inside the building. What would you like to do?
Oh, 1 second, actually. I want to see what I have. Oh, sorry. I'm trying to see if I had something specific. So would I be able to, sort of momentum get him out and then kind of be on the tower still?
Yes, you can.
Okay. So I basically want to use my strength to, like, grab onto, like, his arm and then pull him out so that because he still has fly, so it's not like I'm going to just throw him out the,
He'll just,
tower.
like, toss me and I'll just refloat, like...
Alright, reaching into Van Richten's tower, you stretch your hands towards the Goliath. As he reaches back, do you grab on as well, Vigag? Alright,
Yep.
Vigag grabs hold of you, and Esther, you pull him out of the tower and free of the falling debris, leaving only Argento inside. Above you, Demiro, you are on the platform just above them. You can kind of look out over the edge, and you can see Esther and Vagard kind of hanging onto the shaking tower. As we go to your turn, what would you like to do?
And the tower's starting to collapse?
Yes.
How far is it to the ground?
From your perspective, let's see, that is 10, 20, about 30 foot.
Third floor.
Can I still have a bonus action, by the way?
Oh yeah, sorry, you do have a bonus action if you want to use it.
Okay. Charles, was Argento hit? Because he had gotten bitten, right? Argento had gotten bitten.
Argento has suffered damage. I believe he got bitten by the werewolf that jumped in through the window earlier on.
Yeah. Then I want to use the bonus action healing word. I want to see what.
Very well.
How bad are you? How bad is Argento looking now?
He's taken 10 points of damage.
Okay. Let me see. I want to go with second level healing word.
Very well.
Is that okay? Okay. I just do you have the map so I can?
Oh, yes,
drop
of
it on
course,
top?
sorry. There you go. You guys have the map.
Alrighty. And there's Argento. This. And then I'll just do another D4 after that. We don't know how to cast up a level.
Alright. 7 points of healing. Wash over Argento.
Awesome.
And then a further 2 as you are healed to almost full health. Alright, Demiro, it is your turn. What are you doing as you remain on the shaky platform? Shaky platform.
Okay. So if I do a high jump, is it possible to try to jump down and stick the landing?
So to clarify, you're trying to jump to the floor?
Yeah.
I would say this. With an acrobatics check, rather than jumping 30 foot to the floor, you can see and have a controlled break as you snap the ladder or the scaffold that you're on and just kind of use it to kind of glide down and then sort of kick off it at the very, very end.
Nice.
All right, very well. Make an athletics check. Demiro, you pull out, do you have like a knife or a bladed weapon?
I do.
Yep.
Yes, I have.
It's got iron scraps.
Got a.
All right, you pull out a dagger, and as you do so, you begin to cut through the supports. And as you hear the ropes that were binding them together suddenly snap, you see that one of the struts starts to fall. And as it does, you grab onto it, and you begin to plummet to the ground. As it begins, it starts to fall, and just before you hit the ground, you manage to roll and tumble, safely landing on the ground. However, there are repercussions for this action. Without the support structure, above Esther and Vagard, the platform itself starts to collapse even faster. Bits of wood and planks start falling down upon you. I need a dexterity saving throw from Vagard and Esther.
Ooh. Ah! Yeah!
Very nice. All right. Vagard, you see it very, very clearly. And Esther, you don't quite see it clearly. However, with Vagard's natural 20, he rolls and grabs you out of the way as this huge slat of wood just comes crashing down next to you.
I think I would have, like, as I rolled into her, kind of like flying, grabbing her, and pulling her away from it.
Very well.
So,
Very
like, get her currently free-floating, but I'm like holding onto her, so.
well. All right.
Yeah.
So, As the scaffold is starting to collapse, Argento, what do you wish to do?
Yes. Yeah, so the last time when we were battling, I kicked the werewolf out the window, correct?
Yeah.
So there's a big hole there now. I can go out if I need to. Instead of going out under the scaffolding, I can go out the window. So I guess the first question I would have is, let's see.
Yeah, whatever.
So as an action, I want to actually cast Bless, but I don't think I have to see them, do I, in order to cast Bless?
No, they just need to be able to hear you or interpret what you're doing.
Yeah. So are they all within 30 feet of where I'm currently
with the exception of Demira, who is currently on the ground floor, yes, everyone else is within that range.
All right. I would rather do it when I can get all three of them, but yeah, let's see. Yeah, I'll do it now for the two that can hear, because obviously Demiro's too far away. So I will use some holy water and cast Bless on Vergog and Esther, which will allow them advantage on any attack rolls or saving throws for 1 minute.
Nice.
So they'll now have advantage for the next minute, and then in doing so, I will use my bonus action to do Misty Step, which allows me to basically teleport up to 30 feet. I'll teleport out the window down to the ground.
Oh wow, you got Misty Step?
Yeah,
Holy
solid
crap.
move. All right,
Awesome.
as you step forward, you walk over to the edge. After casting your blessing, your entire body shifts into this thin mist and whoosh straight down onto the soft, loamy soil next to where Demiro happens to be. You can both now see this glorious spectacle of this immense tower collapsing and crumbling down. Riding atop it, you see, however, this immense, colossal dragon. The dragon itself holds no mercy for those within the confines of Van Richten's tower. It rips open the top of the roof, almost like it's cracking open a sardine can. And as it does, you watch as it sticks its long serpentine neck into the opening it has created. And with a terrifying roar, you hear the sounds of lightning crashing through the roof. You watch as lights start to glow in sequence down the entire length of the tower, incinerating those that may have been within. Thankfully, none of which includes you, as you have pulled yourselves free of the tower. This, however, does cause it to start falling even faster. Alright. Vagag.
Alright. Holding on to Esther, I fly down to Argento and Demiro, but without letting go, I just say, "Run!" I'm just gonna keep flying with Esther in my arms because I can fly 60 feet, but I'm gonna keep up with the
group.
Yeah, with her. Yep, with the
All
group.
right, and are you taking Esther with you? Okay.
Yeah, I was holding on.
All right.
So
Now is
they're just yelling,
is the plan here to flee? Is the question.
That's what you said.
Yes.
So, is that? I think it's you. Sorry. Is that what you said, Vito?
Yeah, I was saying to run, but
But that
we
depends
can-
on what everyone wants to do. If no one wants to run, I mean, just saying.
yeah, if Argento decides to stay behind, I'll be like, "What are you doing?" But I'll like stay there. It's just like it's kind of a move, you know.
Well, I'm definitely intrigued by the vision of a full dragon, which from my recollection, I've never seen one before. So I'm quite intrigued by it, but that doesn't necessarily mean I want to confront it or have a confrontation with it.
That's very true. That's very true. And this one is quite young, albeit aggressive. All right.
Yeah.
So, Vigag, your words spread out to the rest of your team, and from this point on, we are stepping away from the initiative tracker, and we are now moving into an ongoing challenge, a series of chases that will now occur through the forested landscape. For this, I'm going to tap into one of my... No, go on.
Would 10 minutes have gone up by now?
No.
During this phase? Okay, so I'm still flying then.
I'm going to tap into one of my other resources that I have, and they are chase cards. These are a series of events that will occur during your escape. Now, your objective is to try to not fail these. One member of the group acts as the group's taskmaster and performs these checks as we go through. In order to escape the dragon and leave with your lives, that you will need to make 5. That's right, you need to make 5 successful checks before you fail 3. The reason for this is the dragon is faster than you, and the dragon has aerial superiority. Also, thank you, Eddie, for letting everyone know this. So, for those of you who want to know, right now I am doing a thing called push-ups for packs, where everyone who is donating, subscribing, tipping, anything, donating to the channel, thank you, Secondhand. I will add another.
It's like for every push-up, he makes the challenge harder.
Yeah.
No.
We're gonna be doing these at the halfway mark, so thank you for that. I'm almost up to 30 now.
I'm at 30 because I have to
do it, Michael.
Rip abs, rip abs. That's it. So yes, there we go. Oh, and Tales of Pesh. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna be ripped by the end of this. Anyway, I digress. Now, for the first of our chase scenes,
Esther's got a...
what I need from everyone is you can decide, would you like to follow the path, continuing to head through and into the forested area? Or would you like to try and lose it by diving into the woods? Now, if you stay on the path, you will remain visible, but you will not be lost. If you go into the woods, it'll be easy for you to hide, but it'll be much harder for you to try and find your way out.
I know what I was going to do, but I had a question.
You may, absolutely.
Okay, so from what we can see, this dragon is definitely aggressive, but would I be able to discern if there's any way that I could get it to at least maybe give us a sense, or just kind of not back down, but lower the aggression in any way? Is there any chance of that? Could I discern?
I'd say no. Mostly because you would know that this is kind of like a... what's the word? 1, it's an evil dragon, and 2, it's a blue dragon. Blue dragons are notoriously greedy and selfish creatures. So unless you've got a really big pile of gold you're sitting on, it's probably gonna try and outsmart you and kill you anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, I did have an idea there. Sorry.
Vigog has definitely read about these at the institute. I already forgot what they're called. The college that he teaches at, because I'm sure they would have stuff about dragons there. So he's just like, run, because he knows how strong they are.
Right, but more specifically, which direction would you like to go?
What color dragon were you, Jinto?
I'm silver, so a little bit different. He does lightning, I do ice.
You do fire, but I think
I was looking up because I thought if he did the same breath weapon as I did, maybe if I could do that, it would show him that hey,
we breathe the same breath.
I want to go with some. I don't want to go into the woods. I want to stay on the path because if we go into the woods, even if we are hidden, that does possibly give the werewolves a chance to attack again. Because remember, when we were in Kresk, they said, beware of the woods, because obviously you have no ground there because of the werewolves. So I would say stay on the path. Even if it doesn't give us cover, at least we're able to know where we're going.
Yeah, I mean, we don't. It could be obviously this was called out by the werewolves or the wolves themselves, so we don't know if that was the whole point, is to get us to run into the woods so they could. You know, we don't know where they went. They ran off, so stay on the path. I think as long as we stay on the path and do the best we can, we'll be right.
That's correct.
Would Vagog know much about dragons from what he's like studied in from these two, like how fast they can move?
You may make a Arcana check to try and know more about that.
Okay, cool. 11.
Yeah. Also, the.
Because I'm down. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. What?
Go first.
Oh, I was gonna say I'm either down. I'm down for going into the forest because if we lose it, I could always fly up and figure our way back. Try to. Otherwise, we could try to make our way down the road, continue, and just move as quick as we can and try to get away from the dragon. Maybe finding some shelter to avoid it down the road. Another option was, if I happen to be as fast as the dragon flying, I could try to divert it from you guys and try to get away. Like, distract it while you guys go.
I would like for Argento to make me a wisdom check. Just a straight up wisdom check. And Demiro, you can make a history check if you'd like. Is history a thing in this?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, no!
Alright. Well, you know nothing. Okay. Well, I mean...
Damn, those books, they told me nothing.
The information, it escapes my brains.
That was wrong.
Alright, well, I'm gonna call it. What are we gonna do? A or B? Hands up for A, heading into the woods. Hands up for B, staying on the path. Alright, path it is. Moving your way swiftly through the, swiftly past the crumbling building, you make your way towards the pathway. The giant dragon twists its head out of the rubble. As it does so, it sort of makes this guttural sound like an alligator with its with the back of its throat sort of as it looks in your direction. It then leaps and starts to move, slinking and crashing through the trees behind you. Now, as you begin to make your way, running through the pathways, you need to make me a perception check. As you turn around, you cannot see where the hell this dragon has gotten to. For something so big, how could it have disappeared?
15.
All right, a 15. All right, and that is a 21, a 13. Oh, and a natural 20.
Esther.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, Demiro and Esther, as you guys, and Vagog. Demiro, Esther, and Vagog, as you guys are running, you wonder to yourself, like, the thundering noise of the dragon. We can't hear it. Where could it be? And that's when you hear another sound. It's softer. It's the sound of something breaking, almost like the sound of branches ripping. But you look around and you can't see anything moving through the trees. That's when you hear it again, snapping sounds from the sides. As you look, you get a gleam of what appears to be this, almost like a dorsal fin, cutting through the roots of the trees. And that is when you realize the dragon is digging underground, and that dorsal fin is its huge and impressive horn ripping through the base of these massive trees. As you start to move, you realize what the dragon is doing. It is trying to get ahead of you and cut the trees down to block your path. You have a choice here. One of you may make an athletics check to push everyone as hard as you can to try and outrun the collapse. Number 2 is you can fall back and try to move around heading into the wilderness. Or number 3, you could try to force your way through, smash through the wood and sort of crash into the other side. It is your choice. You can use your powers and abilities to help you in any of these endeavors. What would you guys like to do?
I yell to the side. I'm like, Argento, as I'm pulling out my my portable what's it called? What's it called?
Ram? Portable ram?
Yeah, portable ram.
All right.
If me and Argento both use it, we get advantage to try and smash.
All right, Argento, do you grab hold of the other end? All right. The trees collapse in front of you, and you pull out what looks to be this huge, like, sort of, it's kind of like a rod made of iron. It has about the circumference of, like what you'd imagine like a cannon to be. And as you grab hold, you both charge. I need both of you to make me a strength check as you collide it with the wood.
So it says when doing so, you gain a +4 bonus to the strength check. One other character can help you use the ram, giving you advantage on the check. Argento, what's your strength? What's your athletics or strength?
Strength +4.
Okay, I'm going to assist him. So he gets the +4 and advantage.
All right, make it so. Nice.
Yes.
And Vigog?
Oh, I was giving him advantage because I was helping.
Yeah, you also have to make one.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I'll just do a regular one then. So,
Okay.
7.
As the two of you crash into it, it smashes the wood and splinters fly out in all directions. Demiro and Esther, you are kind of protected by this meat wall that is Argento as he charges forward. Alright. Up ahead, the road seems to fork in 3 different directions. One is the path that you took, and you see that one seems to lead to the right. A vague recollection of a wizard's winery happens to be in that direction, but not much else. On your left, however, is an unknown path. It looks like a hunter's trail. Perhaps the hunters of the werewolves? Perhaps just people in general. Yes, Esther?
Can I use clairvoyance to see ahead?
Yes, you may. Which direction would you like to see ahead in?
Always go
I
left.
want okay, I guess so.
You want to look at what's to the left?
The hunter's trail.
Very well. Using your clairvoyance, your eyes take on a sheen of white. And you see your vision passing down the trail. It does not go very far, and what you see is horrific. You see what looks to be a human, a man who appears to be kind of hanging from a tree. His throat wrapped around by what looks to be a series of branches, and around him look to be kind of fruits that are shaped exactly like human heads.
Ugh.
That is what is veered to the left.
Okay, and then there was so we know the path that we were going, and then Wizard's
Correct.
Supply. Okay, then I explain. We don't want to go down that path. Which one do y'all want to go down? One of these two.
I agree with you. You lead the way.
What if the other ones are worse?
You're holding me, Vigog. I can't do
Oh,
anything.
yeah, I'm not even running.
No. You lead the way. I have no idea where I am going. Yeah.
I'm the GPS system.
Well, we just came from Wizard's Tower, so heading to another one can't be bad, right?
It's not a wizard's tower. It is a brewery where a bunch of wizards make alcohol.
Demiro's favorite place.
Demiro sort of like starts trailing off in that direction. So you're going to the winery?
Oh, Demiro. Yeah. I think there was just it was that one of the Hunter's Trail, right? So.
No, is that one or
No, all going straight on.
Yes, we
It's
were.
straight on. So basically, you don't want to go down the Hunter's Trail. Straight on or to the winery. Hands up for straight on.
There's always time for a quick drink, so, you know.
We could get the dragon drunk.
Just pick up a drink on the way past.
All right.
I'm down for the
Option A, hands up for continuing down the path. Hands up for heading to the winery. Yeah. All right. Get your smash on. All right, one moment while I prepare something that I wasn't ready for. Nope, that's Barovia. There we go. Okay.
Wild push-ups.
Okay, so to make sure that everyone knows where you guys kind of are, this is kind of where you guys went, and this is where you were running. You've kind of like trailed to here, and you are now making your way this way down towards what looks to be the winery. All right.
I also had a question for Maria.
Yes.
So I know that I wouldn't be able to make the dragon non-aggressive, but I was curious. Would we know if Kazan or Van Richten placed this? Because I had used a hero point to see what Murray could remember of Kazan.
Probably Van Richten.
Probably Van Richten? Okay.
All right. By the way, I've got to say that this is the most D&D player thing that I've ever seen. We're being chased by a dragon. What do? To the pub! All right, sure.
To the winery.
I'm the one.
Yep.
But I can't do anything because I'm being football carried.
Yep. All right.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Our group is making their way through the bushes. Now, at this point, you have made 2 out of your 5 successful checks. Now, unfortunately, your path is very straight and narrow, and you need to find something in order to try and lose them. You think to yourself, all right, if the dragon is underground, digging and sort of cutting through the trees, maybe we need to mix up our footsteps. Let's spread out and try and create a distraction. Now, for this, I need someone, doesn't matter who does it, one of you needs to make a deception check in order to try and lose the dragon's trail.
But you have mirror image, right?
I do. That only works on me.
And
Yeah, but it would still be.
it also does not create physical copies.
It's like a mirror image that's me.
Yeah.
So if something attacks me, it has a chance to miss.
Yeah, it's got no weight to it.
I just look like.
All right.
Okay.
So, who's going to make the check?
I'll give it
All right,
a shot.
Demiro, stepping up to the plate.
I'll use my mirthful leaps to just sort of jump around the place.
Yep. You watch as our satyr bard just sort of bounds from, like, between the trees. He has used this technique. He calls it the escaping the husband who came home early from work. Boing, 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 boing. All right, with a 21, that is another success. Your 3rd success of the challenge. The dragon seems to have trouble getting a hold of you. You suddenly look behind you. Trees and leaves spray in a circle as the dragon rises up out of the ground. Its wings spin around to clear the dust and dirt from its shoulders. As it then stretches out, it lets loose just bolts of lightning recklessly with just no aim. It just sort of all directions. I need a dexterity saving throw from everyone to avoid getting struck by lightning.
Alright.
And would the Gargan I still have bless? Or would
Nope,
the
Vigargan, you still have bless.
Okay, so you would
That's
have
advantage?
Yes.
saving throw.
No, bless is an extra d6, isn't it? Or d4, sorry, d4.
Okay.
Alright, okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So I'll do the dex throw. Or I'll do the d4, just add it down below. So it's.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a 3.
And then
So 3. 20.
Nice. All right. So, Vigag, you happen to avoid, you and Demiro happen to avoid it. However, Esther and Argento, you are struck by bolts
I did it
of lightning.
overall.
She got 13, but I
That'll
don't
still
know
fail.
if that would still.
All right. As this happens, both of you suffer 14 points of damage. But because...
Quick question: Can I, since I'm holding onto her, can I actually intercept the attack?
and take it instead?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't see a problem with that.
Because then I'm going to use my reaction to cast absorb elements,
Ah.
so I become resistant to electricity.
Sure, very well. You twist your body around and absorb the lightning blast. You have now made it, as now more of you have succeeded than failed. That is your 4th successful challenge. Here comes your last. As the dragon looks around, it still has not picked up your scent. It is looking for motion in any way. You quickly pull to the side of the road and try to stay as still as possible. I need a stealth check from someone.
I'm actually pretty good at that, surprisingly. But does someone have better than a 5?
But it's more a case of if you want to do it, then do it.
Oh, true.
Comparing
Okay.
numbers between each other, I think.
Okay, so I'll try it. That's right. With yes, 23.
All right.
Stealthy Goliath.
So, with the 23, you all stay low. You feel the wind rush over your head as the dragon flies over, the trees rustling and leaves falling from their tops. There is another loud, growling, guttural sound as the dragon passes overhead. It lets loose one final defiant roar as it then flaps its wings and returns to the tower. All right. So, you have successfully managed to outrun the dragon. Well done.
Yay.
Now, taking a few moments to catch your breath, there is still that feeling of dread lingering in the air. You take a few moments to just kind of catch your breath and maybe talk a little bit about what you guys had just endured. You will have the scene for now. Think of it like a campfire scene to discuss what you would like to do and where you would like to go. As of now, you have got some information from Van Richten's about, Dracula and his stuff in the form of a journal picked up by Demiro. However, the journal requires some time to translate and properly dissect in order to try and unlock its potential and its secrets. Meanwhile, you are just on the outskirts of this winery, so you are still reasonably close. And last but not least, you know that there are werewolves in the area who are really pissed off at you. Lingering in the woods may not be the best idea, unless you are willing to fight these insane individuals. So, scene is yours. I am going to try and catch up on some of these exercises. All right. So.
Should I wait until later?
No. I'm listening. Go talk.
And you can hear
Yeah,
us.
I'm gonna mute it so that you guys don't hear me
Wow.
grunting.
Well, that was an event. I've never been that close to a dragon before. I've read about them, but I've never been like that close to one.
It did seem rather displeased.
Like, it just kind of showed up, didn't it? That was interesting.
Argento,
Yes.
how you feeling?
Argento, what did you think about that?
I thought it was pretty cool, to be honest.
I mean,
Someone really didn't want people disturbing that tower.
Van Richten must be
Yes.
like really paranoid.
Which is funny because it seemed like a shitty tower.
Well, I'd say he just hasn't been there for a long time.
I wonder where he is now. Like,
Well, maybe he's in the brewery.
he's just in the brewery. He just passed out in the brewery, and then we find him there.
Well,
Maybe he's got more.
one thing.
Hmm?
Even if this man was willing to fight Strahd, he still had that dragon in his employ. Why would he choose to summon such a creature? What was he scared of? Or why was he willing to bring forth such an aggressive creature?
Well, it may not have been a choice so much as a last resort.
Maybe he knows how strong Strahd is. Maybe, yeah, like Demiro said, like if Strahd came to his place, it's like, wouldn't he be able to, like, I don't know. I would think that, because was there any mirrors up in there, Demiro? Up in the top floor?
Not that I noticed.
So Van Richter must have known about the mirrors thing. I
Seems
was gonna
odd
say,
though that there'd be a dragon. I haven't seen one. I haven't seen one since we've been here. I've never seen one, honestly.
See a dragon
So-
skull?
So
Not a live dragon, yeah, you're right.
not a actual living dragon.
True.
It just seems odd. I haven't seen them around, and from my knowledge of dragons, they are quite territorial.
Well-
So
It's possible it was an illusion.
But
mm,
I would, if it was an illusion, though, I wouldn't. Me and who else was hit by that lightning bolt?
Well, no one.
I was
Argento
hit
and I was.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we actually got hit by it. So that wasn't an illusion. So unless
I
there was
mean,
a spell
but,
combined with an illusion,
Getting hit by lightning doesn't mean there's a dragon there.
but it was also tearing. It was also tearing through the ground. So the illusion
Also,
wouldn't really affect the ground. I think tearing.
what if there's somebody who can, like our changeling here, maybe has an ability to shapeshift in some way to give the illusion that they are a dragon when
Esther, do you have that kind of ability? Can you turn into a dragon?
not quite a dragon. Yeah, I can't change within a foot of my height, so I don't think I, can
mean,
exactly do a huge dragon. And besides, for wings, it has to be lips.
Technically, I do.
You can turn into a dragon.
I could turn anyone into a dragon with
Can you
magic.
turn me into a dragon? Wait, do you have? Okay, I guess I don't know. Did you take point?
Also, on the subject of that earlier, I do show everyone the bookmark, and I did have an idea with it, but I wanted to show everyone first.
Oh, what's this?
So Lanson gave this to me before we left. Read the inscription, and I handed it to the guard.
Okay. What did the description say again?
I think it was. There's something about staring to the reflection to always know where the castle. I can't remember the exact words.
Michael, do you remember what the inscription was on the back of the bookmark? That Sir Lancelin gave to Esther.
It was, I believe, a dragon.
The
No.
words.
The words.
Oh, the words?
He said that. Yeah, it was something about a mirror of.
Stare into the reflection and know where the and know the castle's like know some. It's like know where the castle is through the reflection. Or something.
Oh, no, I do not remember the exact words.
No worries.
Right.
But I
Or we know where to start though.
while this is going on real quick, I who is all injured? Who's all taking hit point damage? Is it just you and I? Forgot.
It's just you and I. I haven't taken a whole lot. Esther, you didn't actually take any damage because
I took it from the fight with the werewolves.
Oh, true. Okay.
I have 14 points of damage.
So you have 14.
I have 7, but I'm fine.
All right, so I'll use lay of hands on Ragog and myself and Esther, and I'll do a little prayer while touching both of them, and I'll restore all of their health,
Oh wow. Okay.
and I'll restore my health to within one. So that's 21 to them, and then I get 14 to me. So they get fully restored,
Thank you.
and I'll take 14 health to me.
All right.
Thank you. Sorry.
Hey,
As
good.
you
Oh, what's up?
restore your hit points, resting and recuperating, Argento,
Yes.
you notice that you have suddenly become surrounded. Not by people, or orcs, or any other kind of aggressive creature, but by a murder of crows that hang on the low branches. They seem to watch you with careful eyes, a lot more deeper than you think most crows normally do. You've seen crows before. They'll kind of do their own thing around people, very accustomed to people. This is something else. This is something different. Oh, ignore that.
So, obviously, as I noticed them sort of staring at me awkwardly, being a bit, I guess, annoyed by this attention, you can kind of tell. I'm just keep looking around at them. And I look at the other members of the group while I continue to look as if to try and give some sort of tip of the cap to, without announcing what's going on, that I'm looking at something that keeps staring at me.
I'll try to look around as well.
You too meet the steely white gaze of the crows that exist here.
Ooh.
So how are we sitting? Are we sitting like in a semicircle, or are we sitting close enough?
I imagine you're sitting pretty closely in like a campfire situation, so like in a circle around each other.
So now that Ragog sort of looked, I'll just sort of look back into the fire and just sort of quietly, softly say, "We seem to have some intriguing visitors, feathered friends of ours, hopefully friends."
Pull up my quarter staff, just in case.
I'm very cautious to sort of directly say anything to the crows because I'm not quite sure what their purpose is or why they seem to be interested.
Sir?
So looking at the crows, you said that we could have like some level of intelligence maybe, or like that they're more purposeful in looking at us than maybe a usual crow would be.
It looks very purposeful.
Okay. And we're kind of just surrounded by them?
Yes.
Okay. Then let me see real quick.
All right. As this happens,
Sorry.
from nearby you hear something rattling. The sound of steel and silver kind of clattering among a variety of different materials hanging off the hip of someone approaching nearby.
How do the crows react?
The crows suddenly drop silent. The figure you see in front of you, as it comes down the trail, is a man dressed in long robes. A very old and stately beard hangs by his under his chin, and he holds a small walking stick, very ornately carved for a person dressed in his garbs. He is covered from head to toe in various bracelets, bangles, shiny objects, and trinkets. As he approaches, he says, "Alms for the poor. Alms for the poor, please, sir, or madam. I am but a blind traveller, seeking alms for my weary passage."
Seeing as in Barovia everything's creepy, is he talking literal arms?
Alms, alms, A-L-M, not arms. No, it's not. It's like you have the right to bear arms. Rawr. No, it's not like that. Yeah.
That fork looks like an arm, like a skeleton arm.
Esther.
Like,
I did. So he said he's blind, right?
You look into his eyes. There's a deep cloudiness to them.
I look at the crows and I kind of say, "Do these happen to be friends of yours? I imagine it would be, unless you heard us, difficult to know who you were approaching, and that there were sirs and madam."
He says, there are many people here that are friends to those who share in their good fortune. There are many here who leave their fortune behind when the winds of ill fate find them. My friends, they help guide me in my wanderings. But I am as a friend to them as I am food. For when that ill wind fate blows in my direction, you then hear the sound of that crow once again just cawing nearby in a very menacing tone.
Well, it is good to meet another traveler. And since you are in need, then we are able to assist. I'll flick him some gold.
As you flick him the gold, he catches it with a very bizarre nimbleness. And as he does, he places it into his sleeve. Blessings be, travelers, for your generosity. For this I share with you a kindness. Gemstones 3, valued greater by the land and its keepers, are hidden here among the trees. Those that pretend to be its guardian seek to only covet such rare and powerful and dangerous artifacts. Seek them out. Seek them out. And Barovia itself shall bend its ear to your wishes. But be warned, for the druids do not part with that they deem theirs. Foolish, foolish druids. They have not yet seen the terrors of those not yet broken. And your spirit, much as your kindness, sir, are far from broken. And with that, he sort of taps his walking stick on the ground and proceeds forward. Do you guys move out the way for him as he walks, or do you...
Yeah. And then actually I will, as he passes by, I'll take out some rations for him. I guess one ration is a day of rations, and I'll say, here, for the crows.
He looks at it, and he takes it with a smile. As he grins, you notice that several of his teeth are silver as well. He says, I will remember this generosity. And he continues to walk down the stretch of path behind you.
Safe travels, old man.
And you hear him in the distance. Arms for the poor. Arms for the poor. And then you hear the resonating crows once again continue just cawing as he gets out of sight before slowly flocking to the sky. You hear the beating of wings. As mysteriously as they appeared, they vanish.
You mentioned gems?
Did. Perhaps we should head to that winery next. All this running and
But he said they were...
strange old men. Has me thirsty all of a sudden.
Okay.
All right.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like we should get these if they're that important. He did mention something about being able to bend Barovia.
Yes, but I mean, when he said there was 3 gems hidden here, I don't think he meant right here.
Quick, get a shovel!
Yes! Go!
Ah, you said there were gems! Ah, the gems better not be something bullshit like friendship.
Use the iron stone, make sure they're real.
And he did mention druids who are very protective of these stones, apparently. So maybe they're at the winery.
Okay, I'm down for that.
I don't see any druids here, so I'm assuming they're not here. So.
It's true.
Maybe there's something at the winery we can offer as a trade. I'm not sure though. I mean,
So long as there's no dragon wine, I should be all right.
I'm gonna actually, as we walk too, I'm gonna open up Clyde's book, the picture or the drawings that he had. Hoping maybe there's something about druids that maybe he wrote down. Maybe they have something that they really love, that they'd be willing to like. I'm not sure. It's like if Agog isn't he teaches magic, but he doesn't know a lot about the history of druids, So he's hoping maybe there's something in the book that Clyde wrote down on happenstance.
Inside the book, you don't really find too much in the way of the druids, but you have heard of what's called the shepherds. The shepherds are those who move the trees and will often try to get people lost among the trails. As far as you can tell, there is not much to them apart from that they are beings who have been corrupted by the land, in the same way that when Strahd spread his sickness from Ravenloft, so too did the people who followed or worshipped the land itself. They also became twisted and deformed in their own way.
Okay, so we should watch out for these shepherds. Maybe these druids are the shepherds that he was talking about.
Well, before we head off, how is everyone doing in terms of rest? Should we try to find rest maybe in case if we encounter anything? Or are we all, I mean, as far as hit points or anything like our health, I'm pretty good, but
I'm
are we
okay.
on spells
Just
and
rest.
things of that nature?
I'm sure we can rest at the winery.
Hmm.
I think we're better
Yeah, we
served out of these woods at the moment.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I would agree.
Yeah.
I'm just weary of this winery place. We haven't ran into very good luck. I'm happy to go for it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, we can rest at the winery.
I'd say we've had quite good luck. We all made it out of there.
To make you heal.
Well, we did survive, yes.
We've got Van Richten's book.
Yes.
The werewolves
Survived
didn't
the
devour us.
dragon. He survived the dragon. Right?
Tis true. Tis true.
We outran a dragon.
We outran a dragon.
You did outrun a dragon.
Somehow. Okay.
And to add another villain to add to the list of they're gonna come back with
Hmm.
Yeah, now we have a dragon, a troll, and a what was the third one? We had the troll, we had the werewolf, and then now there's a dragon. So there'll be a party of
You've
getting worse.
collected
It's
quite your
getting
rogues
worse.
gallery of things that want you dead, so I guess we'll have to see how that goes. All right, so
And the hags are on their boots.
Yeah.
They're gonna die. Anyway,
We're gonna die.
On to the winery, I say. Let's go get drunk.
you begin to make your way south, following the trail towards the winery. Your hopes are to perhaps find a place in order to rest, recuperate, and recharge your spirits, while imbibing in some of them, hopefully for free. As you make your way down the trail, Further up ahead, the road starts to turn muddy, and a thin drizzle of rain, left over from the storm clouds left behind by the terrifying dragon, start to weep and make the ground loamy and slick. As you meander through the woods, you descend gradually down into a small sloping meadow. The trail ahead splits, one branching west further into the valley, and the other leading south into the dark woods. A wooden signpost at the intersection points west and reads, "The Vineyard." You imagine that the wine house is further on, but if you wanted to go and see the grapes on the vines, well, you know the direction. Heading towards the wine house, unpainted fences blindly follow the trail, which skirt along the northern side of a sprawling vineyard that you can now see stretching out over the meadow. A fog takes on a ghostly form as it swirls and weaves, almost dancing between the various vines. Here and there you see rope-handled half-barrels used for hauling grapes, but not a single worker in sight. And north of the trail stands a large tree, and for a moment you believe you see a man wearing a dark cloak and cowl, watching you, beckoning you. But no sooner than you rub your eyes, the figure is gone, with no sign of that individual.
Did you guys see that?
Not sure.
We couldn't.
Yeah.
We must be really tired. I swear I saw something.
Mm.
It must have been the wind.
Must have been doing.
All right. Now, it is a short jaunt to the two-story building that you can see is likely the barrel house and winery itself. You approach from the north, and you can see the back of the area, which would have a loading wagon filled to the brim with barrels, a stable to one side, and the steps leading into the building directly in front of you. Allow me to share the map with you. Boop. There we go. All right.
Boop.
Now, once again, the rain is starting to make it quite difficult to move around. You just sort of shiver as the cold starts to bite at you through your clothes.
All right, everybody in.
You go to the door and you jiggle the handle. It appears to be locked.
It's gotta be another way. What is around the corner here?
Looking around the corner, you can see a wagon prepping for transportation of a large number of barrels. And at the end of the corridor there, you see an open door leading into the winery.
I kind of just pointed out. Open door this way. The guy just kind of steps this way and he ushers people to go that way as well. The area where the cart is it like an overhang or is it like?
It's kind of like an overhang,
into,
so
like,
it rises up a little bit, so that if you were to load barrels, you load it straight onto the back of the wagon, rather than having to lift it up.
Okay. But if I were to go, like, if I was right here, like, above is still open sky?
Yeah, that's still open sky.
Okay, so yeah, we're still getting rained on. We can either wait out this rain in this wagon over here, or there's an open door that we could go through, just for maybe some shelter for the night.
Well, I mean, it's Could be more than luck that led us here. May even be fate. If you remember your card, Vigag, was seek a cask that once contained the finest wine, of which not a drop remains.
You're saying there's no wine here?
Now, I'm just gonna take this moment. I'm gonna steal a moment here. I'm gonna take a quick moment here.
No.
All right, Vigag.
Sorry.
The others are talking, and you hear them very clearly. They're talking about taking shelter or something or other. You can hear them prattling on about, should we go in, should we not go in? You're not paying attention to all of that. Your eyes are firmly fixed on that wagon. What you see are the barrels. Those thick oaken barrels. I need you to make me a wisdom save.
Okay.
Sorry, I said Vigag. I didn't even mean Vigag. I meant Argento. My bad.
I was like,
That's
I
my
was
bad.
totally going
That's
with it.
my
I'm
bad.
like-
I'll do that scene again. Hold on.
I was
Hold
like,
on. Wait.
yes.
Let me.
I
Hold
don't
on,
know
whoa,
the
guys.
20s, I
Guys,
just
sorry.
succeeded.
This is what you do in the theater. It's like I need to go take a knee. Let me go take a knee, and then I'll come back. All right, here we go. Ready? Right? And we.
He needs to do more setups.
So forgot. I have met technically both parts of my fate already,
Yeah.
and I've forgotten to mention it for so long.
Okay. So Argento.
I didn't say anything.
What you need to do is, as the others are talking, as they're considering what they want to do as they approach this wine house, you're not paying attention to them. Their voices drowned out by the sound of the rain, drowned out by a thrum that you can hear in your own head as you look at the wooden casks. There's a flash of lightning, and your mind is taken away from this place. You are back in Strahd's castle. You're in the cellar. There's another flash, and you're back here. And now you hear the sounds of knocking on wood. Another crash, and you are back in Strahd's castle, moving over to a large wine cask barrel and flipping it to its side, pulling it open.
Argento?
As you do this, you hear a voice coming from deep, deep within the cask. Argento. Why did you leave us? We were strong together, but you were not there. Another crash, and you are back in front of the wagon. Vigag, Demiro, and Esther, you're still discussing whether or not you want to go into the open door or not, but Argento is still fixated.
I would have, as Argento.
You're not paying
kinda
attention to
passed
it,
by
shush.
as Oh, well,
No.
I was just.
This is Argento's moment,
Okay,
not a
fine.
Vigag moment. I will give you a
Yes.
Vigag moment when I mean to.
Floating.
No, I was-
Argento, what was your reaction
I'm,
to
I'm
this?
moving stealthily. Yeah, you can't see me move.
Oh, you're like not here.
I'm here, but it's like you can't notice. I'm just moving.
Gotcha. Okay, I guess that makes sense.
All right.
Kind of like a cat.
I like a cat. I would
I'm a
notice
dragon.
cat.
A dragon cat.
A dragon cat. I'd still be like,
Dragon
hey,
the cat.
what are you doing? But yeah, okay.
So I'm basically just transfixed on these barrels in this wagon, correct? So what part of the castle, when I'm flashing to it, is it the cellar where we found the dragon wine from?
Sorry, one more time.
So what part of the castle do I flash
The
forward
cellar.
to, or do I know what part?
Yeah, it
okay.
was the cellar.
So am I getting the feeling that these barrels are basically the same sort of wine? I would
No,
imagine.
no, no. This
That
is
was
just
from
kind of
there.
like a PTSD type thing. Now, for
Right.
the sake of our audience, Charles, would you be so kind as to explain to the audience what this particular trauma might happen to be from?
Sure. So Argento obviously ran into a bit of a strange situation in Strahd's castle where we were sort of looking for. I guess we weren't necessarily looking for, but we went into the cellar of Strahd's castle and we were noticing wines of various types on the that he had in stock there, and one of them had a symbol on it that's resonated with me personally as the symbol of my people from the town that I had originally come from. And knowing very little about where I've come from, this is one thing that I do remember. So upon investigating, we found that the barrels were full of dragonborns. So they were silver dragonborn people who had been, I guess, chopped up into a slurry and turned into wine for Strahd. So uh, I guess ever since this time, seeing barrels of wine sort of trigger my thoughts of how I let my people down. I wasn't there to save them. I wasn't strong enough to save them. So this whole reaction from my vision here is basically triggering me to feel like I have let my whole entire race down from my clan. So I need to avenge them. So now I'm getting a little bit. I want to rage on something at this stage, but yeah, I'm sort of intently thinking whether or not I should just destroy the hell out of this entire wagon, just because I think that maybe it's a sign of all wine should be destroyed.
All right, Argento, you clutch onto your warhammer so tightly that you can hear the sound of the leather straps straining under your grip. Vigag, Demira, and Esther, your conversation has come to a head, and you've made a decision. Are you entering, yes or no? Yep.
Yes, because I was thinking it'd be best to get out of
All right,
the
now, who wants to get Argento's attention? Esther. You had something you wanted to...
I can do it. I had wanted to say something else, but I can wait.
I'm slowly moving up towards the wagon, and as if I'm about to climb up onto it.
If I do I, so do we know?
Yeah,
at this
yeah.
point? Oh, okay. I can do it then,
By all means.
I guess. Yeah. Do you, so do you mean I just...
Yeah, what do you do to approach Argento?
I'm snarling a little bit. You can see my teeth. Very angry look on my face. You've seen this look before.
You should definitely sneak up and tap him on the back.
It's entirely like anime black, just one eye just gleaming as I just stare intimidate. No.
Whoa.
No.
It's his dark.
I actually, so I don't completely know if this is it, but I guess Esther kind of the inkling that maybe this does have something to do with what Argento had witnessed, and she doesn't want to startle him at this point, so she just kind of like from the side of the wagon, kind of closer to Vigang and Namiro, is just kind of like saying his name.
Very well. Stepping to the side, approaching cautiously, Argento hears his name being called by Esther. He turns for a moment with that look, that scowl still etched across his face. However, when he sees Esther, how does Argento respond?
At this stage, I recognize that she's there, so I recognize her, but I'm still sort of a bit, just sort of, I wouldn't say neutral, but I'm still in the same sort of mode, but I'm more hesitant now. I'm almost frozen in place a little bit. I'm just locked and my look is at her. I'm looking straight at her, but without losing my aggressiveness in what I'm ultimately going to want to do here. So I'm just staring at her now. Waiting for any kind of response.
All right. Well, what do you think Esther might say to comfort Argento? Or should I say to direct Argento?
Well, I do think I have something. I have to check real quick. Esther stays quiet for a moment and just is sort of like surveying the situation first. Then after a moment has passed and she realizes that there is a like second to spare to actually say something. She takes out the silver locket that she found on Gargle Court. The one that's looks kind of like the phoenix and it has this sort of warmth to it. Is that is that the locket, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It is? Okay. I'm just sort of holding it kind of like where the like pendant parts in the palm so that Argento can see it too. Yeah, like so like the chain I guess is like wrapped around my finger so that like I'm just holding it. And she says, "It's a bit of a coincidence, I guess. I found this. It's almost drastically different from yours. I'm not really sure what it does yet." And she kind of just looks at Argento. Argento, do you feel beholden to that thing around your neck?
It is a part of me, yes. It is me in some way.
How? Does it share your heart?
Can't necessarily explain it. It's been with me from the beginning of my memory. Although it was gifted to me by a shadowy creature, it's become my precious in a way. It is. People have tried to take it from me, but they cannot. I don't understand why, but when I was a little youngling, I fled my town after everyone had been murdered. So I remember waking on a ship naked, and all I had was this locket. And when asked, people were saying, "What is with that strange locket you wear? Why?" And I didn't understand what they meant, but I soon found out no one could take it from me for some reason. Anyone who tried to touch it, it hurt them immensely. But it's like a part of me now. So
As you're kind of talking about it, Esther's, I guess remembering is the wrong word because of the like mechanical thing, but she just kind of looks and says, "I don't remember what I gave up. I know I gave up something for y'all. I know it was a part of me too. That's all I remember, and I know maybe that's why you didn't want me to give it up. And I understand how it feels to have something beyond yourself feel like it's a part of you. Even if I can't remember what it is, it feels like something's missing. But it's not you."
Basically, Jinto sort of stares for a moment, looks back at the barrels, and says, "There's something like my locket. There's something about these barrels that are. I don't know how to explain it, but they must be destroyed. I don't know why, but I feel this great urge to just wreak havoc on this wagon."
Well, go for it, Argento. It is your fate, after all. Your fate was look to the wizards of wines in wood and sand that treasure hides.
Weird to something like this.
Yes.
Find the treasure.
Yes.
Yes.
The treasure was friendship all along.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, who knew that we would find a place literally called the Wizard of Wines?
I know, right? Oh my God.
The story of this cart of wines together.
All right. Now, as the two of you speak, Vagag and Demira, you have begun to make your way inside. As you do, you begin to hear something very unusual coming from deeper within the winery.
I kind of look to Demiro and I just kind of go, shh.
You open the door, which hangs ajar. And as you step inside, there's a thick, acrid smell, rot, decay, and blood.
Ooh. Ooh.
Someone hasn't cleaned in here for a while.
I'm gonna shut it for a sec.
The
But,
door
like, I'll
will
get
not
back out.
shut.
What? Oh.
What have you done, Vagag?
I didn't do. Oh, super rusty doors. No, it smelled like this when I walked in.
All right. How do you guys want to proceed? You see a door in front of you, as well as a ramp leading down a flight of stairs. Or leading downwards, should I say. A ramp leading downwards.
If you'd like, Demiro, I can bring in Wano, the familiar, and try to get a look around.
Well, anything that doesn't have a sense of smell would probably be a good idea.
Do bats know something to smell? They probably do. They've been blind. Or whatever. I don't know. I mean, I could always summon Crow as well. It'd still be Guano, but it would just be Crow. Or... shoot.
As you decide, I need both of you to make a perception check.
Alright.
All right.
Dang. Nice.
You see what appears to be a very tiny creature suddenly appear. It is in front of you and about the size of a doll. It is a series of thin twigs wrapped around one another to create a very tiny humanoid, no bigger than probably knee height. It seems to wander out of the door to your left, and as it does so, it sort of peers around the corner and looks at you, very curiously, with its head tilted to one side.
Does it... How big is it? Just like...
How big is it? It's about
big?
knee height.
Oh, knee height.
Yeah.
Oh, that's even weird.
That's not strange at all.
Where is it? I'm going to cast Detect Magic.
It is not magical.
Okay. Is there anything magical around here at all? Within 30 feet of me?
Let's see.
Spell can penetrate most barriers, but is blocked by 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood or dirt.
No, there does not appear to be anything magical around here.
Okay, good to know. I think we're dealing with constructs.
Well, you know that constructs would appear as magical.
Oh, okay, gotcha. But then I have no idea what's going on.
Hello?
Hello?
As you say that, it sort of looks at you and steps out of the shadow and sort of waves at you.
We'll just wave to it.
Can you speak?
We should...
It appears this creature does not have any kind of mouth.
Huh.
I kind of bend over and I kind of gesture it towards me. If it comes, like I'm not, I'm trying to make it like I'm not threatening in any way, so I wanted to approach if possible.
Sure.
Maybe I can talk to it by, well, not like talk to it, but like try to read its surface thoughts.
Maybe you can write.
Oh yeah, maybe you can write.
Certainly. All right. You approach it, and it seems to walk up to you. As it does, it seems to take you with a certain level of, I guess, caution. It's not sure what to make of you.
Do I have any like?
And we never heard from Vigag.
Vagog died.
And Magog died.
All right. There we
That's
go.
always-
I found a picture, which is what I was looking for. And boop. There we go.
Oh dang!
There it is. Isn't he cute?
I love him.
All right.
He's good. Ooh, I know what to do. I'm going to take some of the rain from outside using shape water. I'm going to try and do some like magic tricks with it.
Okay.
Show it that I mean no harm. I guess maybe like as it's kind of floating through the air, it'll go through one of my sleeves and come out the other.
Sure. All right. You begin to perform these small rudimentary tricks. The tiny little creature seems to look at you. Argento, Esther, and Demira, what are you guys doing while Vigag is playing with this strange creature?
Well, I mean, far be it from me to stop an impromptu performance. I'll get out an instrument and play a tune for him.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, in Argentina, just like it's like the "Why Do I Hear Boss Music" meme, except it's "Why Do I Hear Folk Music."
I'm still somewhat disengaged with what's going on around me, other than the fact that
Sure.
I really want to destroy this wine.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, no sooner than this happens, as Vigag is playing with water, moving it between his hands, and Demira is playing a song, the tiny creature looks over at you and walks up to Vigag, and it reaches a small branch out towards Vigag.
I'm gonna stick my hand out.
It seems to have what looks to be 3 berries in its hands, and it's trying to give them to you.
I will take
Cool.
them. What is it?
He seems pleased that you've taken the berries. He's just watching you very expectantly.
Eat them.
I'll eat one. See how it
Kill.
tastes.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Ooh,
Just
21.
It is very bitter. It is an incredibly bitter, and it's got that kind of aniseed kind of taste. It's not a nice berry, but he has given you 3.
Okay. I eat the second one.
All right.
Oh,
Exactly. The
I
same.
would like another Constitution saving throw, please.
18.
Yet again, that really horrible taste is just gross. So disgusting. Oh, yuck. Yuck, yuck, yuck. All right.
And the third one.
All right. Another Constitution saving throw, please.
What? Oh god, 8.
All right.
You're dead.
I'm dead.
What was that?
The mirror's just like, hey, you're dead.
Well, funny you mentioned that.
You actually died of the first berry. You're just dreaming now.
Yeah, that's it. Okay. All right. You take 8 points of damage.
Ooh, ouch.
And here's the nasty bit. You are going to continue taking that indefinitely, every round,
Until.
you die.
You die.
Oh! Uh-oh.
Yeah, these are bitter bad berries. He watches you
Oh!
as you suddenly start coughing. It's kind of really bad at this point. Like you're just sort of
I just turned to Row, like, uh-oh.
as you then start coughing out blood.
Help.
So, obviously, he's being poisoned. Is that correct?
Oh, super, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, could I then snap out of my trance to see that Bragog is on his way to death here?
Yeah, totally.
And I want to do lesser restoration by touching him.
My thunder, man. That's good.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Well, let's look at it this way. It was a way to get me out of my trance.
All right. You walk up, and you see Vagag is coughing out blood, and you walk up, and you're like, oh my god. And you touch him on the back. As you do so, a wave of healing removes that condition as you find yourself able to breathe again.
Is this still part of your performance, Vigar?
I
Yeah.
honestly thought they were just bitter. And, like, I was trying to make peace, and
You watch as its lips appear out of the bark. And as its mouth opens with these sharp, splinter-like fangs, you hear it go,
they can't talk.
and as it laughs,
They can
it
laugh.
cackles and runs into the winery.
Sounds like Skull Kid.
All right,
It's like, oh no. Ouch. Thank you, Argento. Holy crap. Ow. I'm just gonna lay on the store.
you took 8 damage and now you're out.
Well, no, I'm just laying back because, like, I don't know. I'm old, okay?
No.
He's old.
Oh, I suffered 8 damage. I've lost some hit points. Esther,
I've
go on
lost,
without
like,
me.
a fourth of my HP.
It is far too difficult. No, okay, let's go.
As a wizard, that's a fourth of the way.
All right. So, are you gonna follow this thing or not? Yay or nay? Nay is a perfectly sound option.
I'm gonna let someone else go first, but yay. But I'll just.
Someone else go first.
Well, like we're gonna group decide because
Yeah,
Gog's like, yeah, like, are we sure we want to rest here?
Oh, I
There's-
thought you were gonna like push one of us in.
No, I'm not gonna just shove me in there. See ya.
Yeah.
Bye. Cast fly away.
Right.
Honestly, I don't think we need to go in.
Maybe this is a sign we're not welcome.
Yeah.
After all, he did try to kill you.
That's very true. Dazzle with the plot twist. Let's find out what happens.
Oh, nice. Dazzle. Uh-oh. It could be bad here.
It was a nice little thing. It was just offering its berries to people. It's not my fault that you guys are, poisoned and
Yeah, it was being nice.
Maybe you just ate them
Yeah,
wrong.
exactly. Do you ever think of that?
Yeah.
All right, we have Agony of
I don't-
Defeat and Broken Dazzle. So take your choice of whichever plot twist you would like, and that is what we will insert into the game.
Oh gosh.
All right.
Uh-oh.
So who's gonna go first?
Oh, are we going?
You tell me.
I thought.
I mean, if you need motivation, I've got stats for a giant spider.
I'll have a look inside, see what's.
Very well.
in
How are you
there.
approaching? Cautiously? All
Yeah.
right, make a stealth check as you approach.
I mean, it just laughed at us.
Yo, want me to use everyone again so I can see what's in there first, or y'all want to just go in blind?
I'd say go ahead and do your thing.
Want me to?
All right. Demiro,
Just 'cause
you
we
pop
don't
your
know.
head around the corner,
Oh my
and
God.
you see a factory at work. The entire winery is being operated by these tiny creatures. As they move in and out through the vats, carrying various barrels filled with this mixture of wine, you can also notice that a great number of them seem to be depositing the berries that you saw Vagag eat into the wine, crushing it up and mixing it with the wine, and then placing it into hundreds and hundreds of barrels. They have not noticed you peering in, as of yet, anyway. But that is what you see, Demiro.
I will step back.
Alright?
Well, it seems that they are mass producing that delicious berry that you just had,
Oh no.
and barreling it for transport.
Shoot.
Alright. At this point, two of the creatures emerge behind Demiro. They stand side by side, each of which are holding the other by the hand. They almost look like children at grade school, like on an excursion. They both look at each other, then look up at Demiro. And they hold out 3 berries each.
This reminds me of
Oh,
some-
I'll pick up the berries.
Demir, don't.
They watch you very intensely. What do you do?
I will use sleight of hand to make it look like I'm swallowing them, but just toss them behind me.
All right, make a sleight of hand check.
Oh.
All right, let's see if they notice. They do not. As you throw them behind you,
Delicious.
they look at each other. And you watch as they take a few moments. They're just sort of staring at you. This goes on for maybe like 20 seconds before they spit out another berry.
Oh. You buy?
You buy?
Buy, we sell.
So do we actually know what these are? Could I use medicine to try to figure out exactly what these things
You
are?
may make a nature check. They look like good berries, but they look like something's incredibly wrong with them.
Right.
The other one.
They just seem to keep producing them, eh?
Oh, that's funny.
Berries everywhere.
Gotta keep that.
It's like reverse Pac-Man.
I think you wouldn't happen to have your hammer ready, would you?
Yes.
I'll just step to the side.
As you step to the side, they seem to walk over to Vigag.
Uh-oh. No.
Their eyes kind of light up as they hand you these berries.
You know what? I'll
Can
take.
I just see what happens? Can I see? Are these? Do they look like they're made of wood?
They're absolutely made of wood, 100%, all the way through.
Can I see if they're flammable with the tinderbox?
Looking at them, they do look like a particularly dry type of wood.
Not wet.
So can I use just see if I can strike them up? See what
Yeah,
happens?
sure, no problem. I'm gonna ask that you make a just a strength check as you attempt to set one of them on fire.
I just want to. They don't know what things about because they ain't doing nothing.
Whoa!
wrong.
Right, roll a d6 for me. All right,
He's born. Nothing wrong.
you murk one of these dudes as the body just goes, and you hear this, and it falls to a pile of ashes, and then you watch as you hear a cacophony, a series of incredibly terrifying sounds.
Uh-oh.
As you hear, here we go. Yep.
That didn't sound very good.
Oh, I guess it's time to go.
Yes.
Run! Cast fly. No.
But we should probably try to stop the this blind.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
My apologies. I think I gave you the impression you had time to do stuff. Roll initiative.
No!
I was gonna talk to them. Why'd you have to do this to me?
Set it on fire, set it on fire.
All right. Yeah. All right. Going first is. What are you guys? Esther.
Okay. Alright. There's still one here, right? Pius?
Yeah, those are right next to us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's-
I'm gonna
What?
Collector.
What's that? What?
No, not you. Sorry, I was laughing at
Okay.
Collector.
Unfortunately, I'm not that clear, as I would hit both of you. So,
Bit of fire
I'm
between
going-
friends.
what is a little friendly fire between friends? Okay, I think I'll use this. I want to use this round, I guess, more for gaining information. I guess because I don't really know. I don't think I can really reach this one just because of like how we're all positioned. So, just like to figure out what we're against. I want to use clairvoyance into the actual room. And since I don't really, I would have to. I can give a vague description, but the best I can do is in the like main room because I wouldn't know the layout, so I would have to like go for the main room.
Okay.
So I want to use sight for this clairvoyance.
Very well. Inside the main room, you see a horde of these creatures. They all look towards the door. They seem angered. Their mouths now ripped open in their wooden form. They seem to have almost dropped what they're doing as they are preparing to rush the door.
Oh.
Right, and that was my action.
Is that a standard action to do?
Wait, I can't use. I'm sorry. Clairvoyance takes longer. I'm sorry, I didn't realize.
No, that's okay. Let's say that that's just the standard action for this round. I'm happy for that one.
Okay.
All right. Vigag.
Stand up. Well, I guess I can't really stand up because this one's next to me. Seeing Demiro, set the one that was next to me on fire. I'm going to attempt to do the same thing as I pull out a tinderbox,
All right.
and I'm going to try and strike it and throw it at the one
Alright.
next to me.
Make a ranged attack for me, if you would be so kind, as you...
Just say dex. A dex.
Correct. A deck. Yeah, dex check.
Okay.
That
10.
will miss.
Ah.
All right.
You get to add your proficiency as well.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
No, you don't
so-
get to add your proficiency because you're not proficient with Tinder sticks.
Oh.
Nice try, though.
Get Demiro.
Well, you said ranged attack.
Yeah, that is a ranged attack with something you're not proficient with. All right, Demiro.
True.
I'll just try and find out if this thing's resistant to anything. Skewer it with my rapier.
All right. Ha! You stab it with your rapier. Ha! Make your attack. Ooh.
Ooh. Wow.
Your pointed blade finds purchase in its torso, skewering it in down the middle. As it does so, it dies.
Well, I guess that works as well.
All right, Argento, you're up next.
All right. Well, I guess I'll just try and move and make my way inside. And we're fully into this fight now. How many? What was that? Is that my? full
That's
movement,
15
or
foot
do
so
I have any
far.
more? 15. All right, then I'll move over here and sort of I'll go to this spot here and attack this number 17
All right,
with my warhammer.
you swing your mighty warhammer.
Oh,
Oh, that collides with him. And that guy is dead. Alright. The Blight's turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Second Blight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 11th Blight. Alright. 1, 2. Alright. Argento, I need an athletics check from you.
Bro.
Ooh, that's probably gonna win.
Whoa.
Oh, maybe not. Oh, no, that'll win. Yep, okay. You are fine as they try to clamber over you. That was 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6.
I feel like people watching are severely missing out at just the incredible combat tracker at the moment.
Oh, yeah.
Oh wait. Yeah. I was,
Yeah, I'm just
oh my
saying,
god.
Great Blight 23, 4.
2.
You go right, and I'm like, okay.
There are so many of them.
Yeah.
You know, it'd be good if someone had some kind of breath weapon.
Yes.
That would be amazing.
Yes.
Where's
That would be awesome.
That they've never used before.
I've used it
Never
once.
used.
I've used it once.
Okay, Argento, another strength check if you'd be so kind.
Argento, 20 more strength checks.
Oh, that one's gonna be a tough one.
Whoa.
Strength or athletics?
Athletics, sorry.
Okay.
Cool. What the hell did you walk in on, Daff? There's a thing. Oh! Alright, Argento!
Fine.
Here is where things start getting crazy. As you are being swarmed on from the left and right, this huge collection of these tiny twigmen start grabbing you. As you try to push two off, two more seem to appear out of nowhere and grab hold of you. They lift you off your feet and kind of put you on your back, and then proceed to carry you. As they go from here to that readied action, to that readied action, to this readied action, and into a vat of wine. As they basically just pass you down like a crowd at a rock concert. You just sort of go over their shoulders, and then suddenly... I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh.
As you hit the water, hit the wine hard. Oh, that is not good. Alright. Unfortunately, you have no choice but to take a big gulp of wine and take 13 points of damage.
Surprisingly, it's delicious.
It is very delicious. The bitterness actually pays off, but you are now the proud owner of the poisoned condition. Alright.
Dun dun dun.
Ooh.
Now, upstairs. What is all this ruckus? I cannot believe that my tinder twigs seem to be having trouble. I wonder if I should check on them. No, I will wait here. Alright, Esther, it is your turn.
No, I will wait.
Yeah. Basically, to answer what Dead Kennedy said, these twig people actually just tried to make Argento do a keg stand, but then they forgot it's just a big vat of wine, so there's no real thing to stand on, so they just went...
They put him in the wrong way, so when he went under, it all just went.
Oh, yeah. Alright. Esther, what do you want to do?
Okay. Let's see. Thing is. Okay. Look, guys. Look, guys. So. You call the fish. Okay.
That's a lot of tools.
Okay. I would have to be able to see Ocean totally, so I would have to be able to see everyone. So I would have to move in, and I'm really just kind of saying to everyone, as I can see everyone at this point, I just say, "This ain't a fight we want. Let's just get out of here when we can." And I want to use Spirit Guardians. It's a 15-foot radius, so any creature that starts its turn within this radius, or so enters the area for the first time or starts the turn there, must enter. Wait, that's it? No, that's not. That's very big. But it's
So in case we're not clear, anyone who starts in that area, right? Very specific spell.
And I pick all of us to be unaffected by it. So, but it's 15 foot.
Oh, sorry, you said 15 or 50?
15.
Oh, that's a lot better. I was like,
That's what,
50 foot, Jesus.
that's what I'm compared to just getting bigger. I was like, wait. You got the wrong idea.
Like, Esther.
Yeah, there you go. So that is a 15-foot aura.
And I'll. Oh well. Oh no. I had. Sorry. I can just if that's easier. Okay.
No, I can
Can
move
you
it.
target where that? Can you target where that Spirit Guardian starts?
Itself.
Oh, it's just on you. Okay.
Yeah. So I could also. I think I still have movement to move in, but I didn't want to like cause too much trouble with like moving it and stuff like that.
No, you can move it, and then I can move it around you. That's fine.
Okay. Just want to make sure that was
That's fine.
okay.
Easy done.
Okay. I just moved
Done.
that way.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. The Gog. It is your turn.
I'm going to stand up, get closer to Demiro. Actually, I'm going to get closer to Demiro, and seeing the couple that are behind us, I'm going to try and take care of them. I'm going to cast. I'm going to go ahead and just stick my hand out at them and cast Chill Touch, as a frost hand kind of leaves my hand down the alley or down the way and tries to hit the one that's the blight.
All right, make your attack.
Crit!
Nice! Critical hit! As your ice chills one to the bone. Roll your damage.
It's 3 so far.
It is dead.
14.
As it turns into an icicle and just cracks and falls to pieces on the ground. Demiro.
Crit.
I'm going to cast Sleep. Sing a lullaby to rock-a-bye Twiggy in the treetop.
You're gonna put
Oh, wait,
And
wait,
basically center it on Argento, which has got a 20-foot radius, which just sort of blanket the whole room.
All right, very nice. Okay, so you are trying to make them fall asleep?
Yeah.
Okay.
Does that hit Argento as well?
It starts with the lowest
Yeah.
hit points first and works its way up,
Oh.
so it shouldn't actually ever
All
get
right.
to him.
Yep. So
Oh,
roll
wow.
roll the hit die.
So I'm going to increase its level 2d8 for each slot above first. So I'll do third level.
Is it actually possible? $17. 37.
All right. You will put pretty much all of those ones behind Argento to sleep. Yeah, so all of them are asleep. As you cast your spell, the lullaby sinks into their ears and they seem to sort of curl on the ground and just stop moving. Argento.
Yes. So in order for me to get out of this vat here, is it going to take an action or is it a move? or what?
It's nothing. You aren't being restrained or anything like that. The vat's not even that
All right.
deep, so you can probably stand in it.
Yeah. So what I'll do then is I'll just jump out of it, like leap over so I can get onto the
All right.
ground.
As you do
behind
so,
it.
you kind of break the surface of the wine, and as it does, it kind of covers you, and you kind of look like you're just like covered in this red kind of liquid, and you jump out of the vat.
Because I'm so enraged here, I'm going to use my breath weapon. So
Yes.
it's a 15-foot cone that goes out. So it'll go to the 3 squares to the right, the 3 squares to the left, and the 1, basically like that. So everyone within that path there will get the breath
Yeah.
weapon, which
You're gonna hit.
All right. What energy is your breath weapon?
is,
Oh, no, never mind. I see the one now.
okay. So it says each creature in the area must make a saving throw. Is determined by so the DC for this saving throw equals 8 plus my Constitution modifier plus my proficiency bonus. So that's 8 plus 2, and I think proficiency is 3, so 13.
Okay. And what's the damage?
Then they take a 2d6 damage on
No,
fail.
what
and
type of
half as
damage?
much on a save.
You're a
Um,
silver dragon, so I think it's
it'll be
ice.
ice. So yeah,
Oh,
All right,
ice.
so-
Okay.
yeah.
As you lift your
Or cold,
As you
yeah.
lift your head up, your eyes begin to glow, and this kind of frost begins to gather at the edges of your lips. As you sort of build up the ice, you can see kind of bits of the wine start to sort of fog over your clothes, and then you open your mouth, and suddenly this billowing ice and rime just pours out of your mouth. And as it does, it wipes them all out in a single breath.
Whoa.
So that is
So-
12.
So with that, well, it all depends on which ones go away. If all those
Oh, yeah,
go
they'll-
away,
they'll all
then,
go away, yeah.
So now I have I can make my move because I get 2 attacks.
Yep.
So
That was a
that's 1.
bonus action breath?
No, but I have 2 attacks anyway.
Oh, I thought they were like melee attack kind of thing. Okay.
So a takes an action for me to do the breath. So it's like any action. So I get 2.
Okay.
So basically, it's like using a weapon. Can't use it anymore. So I rest.
All right.
So with that being said, so am I up on this platform here where this one behind me is, or am I still on the ground with the other one?
You're up on the platform.
Okay. So I'll then turn around and sort of make a move to get to this guy here.
Those guys are all asleep.
Yeah, I'm gonna smash him anyway.
He dies. I don't know what you
Yeah.
want from me, man. He's dead. He did.
Yeah.
He did. All right.
They
So-
did.
As Argento brings the hammer down, crashing down onto the last, well, to this particular twin creature, from upstairs, a figure steps into the room. A small halfling. Who looks to you with a certain reverence and says, "Now, that's not very nice. Nature's gifts are not to be wasted. It appears you will need to be punished." And that is where we're going to end today's session! All right, thank you everyone for coming and joining us. We hope that you guys had a wonderful, wonderful time. I have a lot of exercise to do right now, so I am going to. I am going to do it. I am going to do it, and I'm going to do the sign out. But I'm going to let my players go so that they can go and enjoy the rest of their evening. So I'd like to say a very big thank you to Vigag, Argento, Domiro, and Esta. Thank you guys. We will, of course, go and raid someone as soon as I'm done with my exercises for you guys. And in addition, we are going to just give a nice warm thank you to everyone who donated today. Let me just refresh this real quick so that it gets all of the lovely people who donated. More exercises! Come on, guys. All right, fine. So, here's what I'm at. So, yeah. Mac, what are you saying?
I was gonna say I still wanted to do them too.
You want to do the exercises as well? Oh, you can do the exercises as well. That's cool. See, that's support right there. I love that. Okay, so I am currently sitting at... Jesus. I am sitting at 34 push-ups and another 68 sit-ups. But I'm going to do the rest of those as squats. Mostly because my guts are killing me right now, so I'm gonna do them as I'm gonna do some leg work, and I'm gonna do some I'm gonna do some leg work, and I'm gonna do a minute of planking. So there we go. That's the exercise. We should all be exercise. We should. All right. So in the meantime, guys, say a very warm thank you to my lovely players. Now, guys, as I go to the next screen, you guys are of course welcome to leave if you would like. If you are here when I finish the exercises, I will chat with you then. All right, here we go. Yeah, there we go. Hang on. Let's see. That's not right. Let me just alter this real quick so you guys can. There we go. And there. Hello. Hi, guys. All right. So these are all the wonderful people that want me to get better and get fit. So here we go. Okay. Oh, God. Okay. Doing squats. All right. I got like 30 squats. No, 60 squats. 60 squats. All right. I'm going to do it over here. All right. Here we go. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. I would definitely like to say that I've decided to really try and get a lot more fit. I think it's really important that we exercise both our physical and mental health as we enjoy things like gaming, as we enjoy things like, well, of course, for some people being stuck indoors for COVID and the like. It's never really a good idea to let yourself get too out of shape. So taking a few moments every day seemed like a good idea. I think I might have to revisit how much support I get and how much of these I do. Oh God, that's only 25. Okay, here we go. You got this. Oh, why am I so fat? All right. But yeah, so I'd like to thank each and every one of you guys for donating, for tipping, because more than helping support the channel, it's now getting to a point where you guys are helping me stay healthy, happy, fit. So much appreciated. 40. Jesus. Okay. 20 more. You can do this. At least 20 more. All right. So, I would also like to say that we will be, hopefully, getting to see a lot more shows coming up in the next few days. I'm working on a new pirate adventure for Tales of Alestria, which should be up and running sometime in September. We will be coming to the end of the next book for Rise of the Rune Lords this Sunday, so be sure to stay tuned for that. If you haven't followed the channel, do follow it. For those of us who have got new subscribers, thank you for being subscribers. Enjoy your new emotes. Oh, I'm gonna kill Callie, I swear to God. I feel like half of these are her fault. Okay. 50. Oh, why is the last 10 so hard? 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. Who just tipped me $10? All right, I'm gonna add. You know what? I'm not gonna do more squats, but I'm gonna do my planking. I'm gonna do 60 seconds. So now it's 70 seconds. 70-second planking. For those of you who don't know what planking is where you lie down, you create an arch with your body, you try and keep your back as straight as possible, and that's what we do. So let's see, whatever time this is, we're going for 70 seconds. Thank you, Hester. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for all these people. Wonderful people. Even the people who donated. Thank you for all the cheers and the people who are actually still in chat to watch me suffer. We know why you're here. Oh, okay. Here we go. Starting the clock in 3, 2, 1. 1 Mississippi. 2 Mississippi. I can't talk while doing this, unfortunately. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Ooh. Okay. I used to have really strong core muscles. Halfway. Oh, just in time for swimsuit season. Okay, 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. I'm just gonna lie here. I'm gonna lie here for a second. Why? Okay. Okay. This is my fault. Why? Callie, no. I have to stop my stream. This is not an exercise. This is not an exercise stream. Oh, fuck me. I don't usually swear on my streams, but fuck it. Okay. God damn it, Callie. What can I even do 25 of right now? You know what? Okay, I'm gonna make this nice and easy. My guts and my legs are stuffed. I'm gonna do the one thing. Okay, 25 seconds. Now this is a power stretch for both hands. Very important. If you are, this is good for dice rollers. This is good for people in that use computers and stuff. Lunges. I'm not gonna do lunges. All right. So what you do is you take your hand and you twist it so your thumb is facing away from you. Grab your thumb, twist it further to hyperextend, and then drop and hold for 25. 1, 2, 3. Lift your elbow if you can. 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Thank you, Matthew. Also, why are you still up? Isn't it like obscene o'clock right now? 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Okay. 1, 2, 3. I did die. 18, 19, 20, 21. Yeah, so that actually might be a thing. Oh, yeah, I might end up having to stretch before my streams now, but you know what? If it's only for a month, at least in preparation of getting onto packs and doing stuff, then that's definitely going to be worth it in the end, I think. So thank you, everyone. Yeah, I'm thinking of all the positives. That's really it. I am thinking of the positives. I'm thinking of, like, you guys supporting me. I'm thinking of all of the cool things that you guys are helping me do. And I'm just making this another thing. Can't sleep, might as well work. Yeah, I feel that, man. Well, I definitely need to have a shower and figure out how I'm going to sleep now. But, yeah. All right, we are going to go and raid. Thank you, Chaotic Platypus. Thank you, everyone. Again, thank you to everyone who just hung out today. Whether you came through the raid, whether you came through just being up here and being there. You know, you guys are awesome, and you know, yeah, just stay in touch, stay alive, stay wonderful. The world is, of course, filled with magical moments, and I hope that throughout whatever week you happen to be having, you seize your magical moment and make it yours. We are going to go and raid someone. Who are we going to go and raid? We will go and raid. Who is doing stuff? Let's see. Jeez, there's really no one on at the moment, are they? Let's go raid Nat 21 Adventures. Are they still doing stuff? Yeah, they're doing stuff. All right, Nat 21 Adventures. Don't forget, guys, to use our emotes. Flood the channel with all the love and all of the support, because that's what we're all about. We're all about love and support. So, stick around, because you'll earn those big DAG dollary dues, which you can use to reclaim a bunch of cool rewards and cool options in our following streams. Thank you very much. Until next time, guys, from me to you, as always, game hard or die trying. Good night, folks. Woo! My hand hurts. I can't hit the raid button. Please work. There we go.